Elections in North Carolina are secure, fair, and transparent. Let's examine some important changes and safeguards in place to ensure election security. While many of us know how to vote using traditional in-person or absentee by mail methods, there are several changes for the upcoming election. These include presenting a photo ID for in-person voting, or a photocopy of ID for an absentee ballot, or an ID exception form for those without an ID. In addition, absentee ballots must reach the County Board of Elections by 7:30 p.m. on Election Day. Voting by absentee ballot has become more popular, particularly post-2020. Key elements of the absentee ballot return envelope that must be completed are the voter's signature, the printed name, address, and signature of two witnesses, or the name, signature, and official stamp of a notary public. A photocopy of your acceptable ID or ID exception form must be placed in the clear plastic sleeve of the return envelope. Last, adequate postage. This year it's $1.77 or 3 forever stamps. How do voters know if their ballot was received and counted? Ballot envelopes have a unique tracking code allowing voters to track their absentee ballots using ballot tracks on the State Board of Elections website. In fact, ballots can only be accepted if they are returned in the matching return envelope. This safeguard prevents someone returning someone else's ballot. Absentee ballots go through an initial check by Board of Elections staff before a final review by the county board members in public meetings. These meetings begin 5 weeks before the election. If discrepancies are found, voters are informed and can follow steps to correct their ballot. This safeguard ensures your ballot is correct and counted. As absentee ballots arrive at the Board of Elections, voters successfully submitting an absentee ballot are marked as voted and their names are removed from poll books. This prevents someone from double voting. If, however, a voter forgets he or she voted absentee and then appears at their polling place to vote on Election Day, they will only be allowed to vote with a provisional ballot if their name does not appear in the poll books. These ballots will be reconciled during canvass, where audits occur and provisional ballots are investigated and can be rejected or approved. Voters may request an absentee ballot, but can decide to vote in person instead. To avoid confusion, voters are discouraged from bringing their absentee ballot to polling places and encouraged to destroy their absentee ballot at home. What happens after your ballot has been reviewed and accepted? These ballots are treated very much like ballots collected during the early voting period. Ballots are scanned into a tabulator which counts the votes. These ballots are then stored in a secure location following a series of State Board of Election protocols. On election night, after the polls close at 7:30 p.m. and all voting has been completed, the results of the tabulator are released to the public. Election Day ballots are counted when in-person voting ends at 7:30 p.m. What happens next? Watch part 2 of our series to learn about how elections are certified through a process called Canvass.